What is up, everybody? This is NerdingOutSports, and today we're talking about Nick Caserio as the potential next general manager of the New York Giants. So yesterday, a report came out that the Giants supposedly had Caserio at the top of their list of candidates to replace Dave Gettleman should they move on from him after this season, and I'm on board with it. And it's simply based off the fact that he has familiarity with Joe Judge. And I know that doesn't sound like a great reason, but to me, I don't want another general manager and head coach that are not on the same page. We saw that with Reese and McAdoo. We saw that even with Gettleman and Shermer. You just watched the press conferences. Pat Shermer looked like he had zero interest. And I even think that while Gettleman and Judge have seemingly worked together so far, I do not think they're on the same page. So Caserio is obviously a guy that knows Joe Judge. They work together with the Patriots. And I think that can go a long way in how they want to build a team going forward. Now, a lot of people aren't too happy about Caserio being the top choice. And I understand that, because when you look at the Patriots' recent draft classes and, signings and whatever moves they have made, they haven't been that great. And I know that Caserio is not the Patriots GM. That's Bill Belichick. He's the one that's in charge of most of those, and pretty much all of those moves. But Caserio is director of player personnel. Before that, he was a scout. He's even been a wide receiver coach. At this point, though, the role he has right now, he has a lot of say in the players the Patriots are bringing in. The GM is just a part of it. He's the one who makes the decisions, but he has all of his personnel. He has his scouts. He has his directors and all that telling him who to go after, who he should pick up, all this stuff. There's a process to all of these things. So I understand that Caserio may not be a lot of fans' top choices. But for me, I've wanted the Giants to go outside of the organization for a while, and I was having my doubts. I was like, if they're going to make Kevin Abrams the GM, just keep Dave Gettleman. Now, that's still a possibility. There's nothing guaranteed here. There's no guarantee that Caserio is going to be the guy. But I would say, because the Giants seem to love Joe Judge, and I think the fans agree, we love Joe Judge. The team isn't winning games right now, yet we have seen them lose games they should have won, and we know that's tough to watch. Believe me, it sucks. But even with the 1-6 record, in the 6 losses, all but one game they could have won. So I think we can all agree that Joe Judge is the right choice at head coach, and the coaching staff the Giants have right now is good, and they want to keep the staff together for at least another season. But the last thing the Giants need is a general manager coming in and wanting his own choice at head coach, offensive coordinator, all this good stuff. And Caserio might be the safest pick of the bunch to go outside the organization. And again, I can understand why people may not want Caserio to be the guy. But in my opinion, he would be my choice simply because I don't want there to be another GM and head coach being off the same page. They need to be working together. Even though in the early years, Reese and Coughlin seemed to be on the same page, you can tell towards the tail end of it, they weren't. The Giants weren't winning games. Coughlin looked more and more frustrated. He looked like he couldn't coach anymore. And Reese was putting bad team after bad team on the field year after year. The same thing with Ben McAdoo and Jerry Reese. They were never on the same page. McAdoo had things he wanted to do, and the organization went the other way. And that never worked out. And even Gettleman and Shermer, even though they both came in pretty much at the exact same time, they never seemed like they were on the same page. I don't want that. And if this is what it takes to have the team slowly get back to relevancy, I'm not saying that Caserio and Judge are going to turn the Giants from a perennial loser into a Super Bowl winning team in 1 year. But give me a coach and a GM that are going to work together hand in hand to build the roster they want to, and hopefully bring us back to being a competing team. Because that's what we were with Coughlin before they won the championship in 07, 05, 06. And then in 07, they were a playoff contender. And of course, they won it in 07. 08, they were the top seed in the NFC. 09, even though they didn't make it, they started off red hot. They were a contender. 2010, they won 10 games but missed the playoffs. 2011, they made the playoffs, won the Super Bowl. 2012, even though they didn't make it, they were a contender. They were contenders every single year with Tom Coughlin. And then, like I said, towards the tail end, it kind of changed. And things just went south. And we have not had a coach and GM be on the same page since the early years of Coughlin and Jerry Reese. So if that's what it takes to get this team to slowly get back to that point, if it's a head coach and a GM that are going to work together and get this thing done, then I'm all for it. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Who do you think would be a better choice out there of the outside hires they can go after? And if you like Caserio, let me know why. What my kind of moves you think the Giants could make to make this team better as fast as possible? Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. I will see you guys next time. Go Giants. Peace out.